going very far. Now I be overseas with them. I get paid when I pass a, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison.
Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup.
Yeah, get out of the way, Ayton at 7-1 with room to run.
Bridges with some nice defense. And George, here we go. Makes it off the glass. Tonight, lots of young players, a lot of energy Brent on the floor. What kind of game do you expect to see?
Well, there could be some incredible highlights in this one. And then there could be coaches using every single possible timeout to teach their players how to play the right way. So this could be fun.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
The shot's good from Paul.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range.
Phoenix foul. Nice work. To get it inside and draw contact.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And here's Phoenix. To the inside. Here's George. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Paul with a wide open look. And the Hornets miss again. Paul surveying the floor. Tries the spin move. Ayton drops in the layup for two. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Unloads. Again, Phoenix.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Cancer.
A slow start for Charlotte in this one. 8-point game. From deep. Bridges with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. George looking over the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
Paul George right now one step ahead of his defender, using the old.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective, and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wasted no time on that one. Edwards got 8.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
To the lineup for your sons, Javale McGee.
Hornets trail by 10. Here's Edwards. No good with the triple. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's racking his brain, trying to devise ways to take Paul George out of his comfort zone. Coach said he's just so steady, so confident. No matter what defense you run at him, he calmly dissects it. It's a problem that George poses for every team in the league. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's McGee. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Edwards can't hit. And it's Ball with the ball for the Suns. Leading by 12. To the paint. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Hornets trail by 14. Deep 2 from Ball. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Inside, McGee. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. McGee on the double team.
Remaining in the first.
To the left wing. Johnson with the block.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's McGee. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Fast break. Here come the Suns. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Here's Foster for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Holiday. The wide open look here for Kuzma. That three off the mark. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
Suns dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix?
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
It also feels like they just got into a great rhythm from the three-point line right away in the game.
Paul with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. A nice shot by George.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup.
James
Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Ayton. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
And Chris Paul, still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. And from the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. PA, thank you. Edwards drives in.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Substitution for the away team, Kyle Kuzma.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Takes it inside. That one goes. Count it.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And the wide open shot from Paul sinks the three-pointer. Paul's got 6.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And that one, good. Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the head shots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
And taken away by Paul. Pass to Bridges. Back to George. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late, and it catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Kicks it out to Paul. Kuzma pulls it in. So it's the Hornets now. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be the 5th game of the 6-game road trip.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
They swipe it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Pass to Foster. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Count that bucket. McGee's got 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Now Foster. 8 points for him. Taken away. Holiday with the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now, Drew Holiday can make enough threes to make your defense nervous.
Foster in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The kick out to Holiday. And he comes up with the deuce. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Back to Johnson. Nifty move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Oh, and one little pump fake, and he had all the time he needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make, GA. So pretty when it works.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's McGee. Oh, that's blocked. The drive-by ball. The kick out to Holiday. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards with the stop.
LaMelo Ball.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. It's Edwards on the wing. The kick out to Holiday. The second effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Hornets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Charlotte making the switch here. And Edwards drops them both. Here's Foster. Pass to Ayton. 4 seconds left. And the rejection by Zubac. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Charlotte with it. Right side, Edwards. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Out to the right wing. Here's Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Takes a step back. So the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Back to Paul. Pass to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Outside, George. Driving the lane. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor. The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Pass to Edwards. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Edwards got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
So both teams making some changes here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Kispert. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. That one misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. Now here's Paul. He's got 6. On the wing, George. McGee's shot is off. Kispert wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Left side, Crowder. Back to Bridges. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma, that's good.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
It's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Bouknight. And he banks in the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Outside Crowder. A fast break now for Charlotte. Launches the three. And it's the Hornets another three.
Three-point field goal.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Fans, the loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Ladies and gentlemen, your son's dancer.
Phoenix leading by 20. Pass to Foster. That one, no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter. And it's Foster with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Kispert in the corner. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rebounded by McGee. It's tipped. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Suns?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Well, you add to that their block totals tonight. They've been very feisty and active on the defensive end.
Here's Bouknight. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bouknight's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
McGee with the block. .43 seconds left in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Team foul.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And it's good. 2 points. Foster's got 14.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now Foster. It's hauled in by Zubac. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Suns ahead, opening up. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from. That's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Ball with it. Shoots over Bridges. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Chalk up 2 there. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And that one's good, Ayton. That's 12 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Edwards inside. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. The drive by Paul. Right side Crowder. The tray. Hornets with the rebound. Ball surveying the defense. Out to Edwards. Back to Ball. Right side Edwards. Down low. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Pass to Holiday. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an... earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
For your Suns Dancers.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Pass to McGee. The shake. On the wing, Bridges. Tries again. And George, here we go. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Again, when you go from second to 4th gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Kicks it out to Paul. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 12 assists. Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, right now, Drew Holiday has the defense in the sandbox, just toying with them.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? With the step back. And here is Ball. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
It's Crowder on the wing. Paul left side. Edwards with the block. Here's Kispert. Connects from three-point range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First team foul. Now into the
1:52 left in the fourth quarter.
Number 10.
Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Paul.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. There's Ball with the three. Here's Edwards. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Ball. Edwards trying to get open. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Kispert. Off target from the baseline. Here's Paul. Second chance shot. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And it's George missing. Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
He's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. There's a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.